What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS 3 Raw TV. Today we're going to talk about something because New Year's is almost here, guys. 2019 is literally just right around the corner, less than a week, and sure as shit enough, we see the immediate pop-up of the 2019 year opening fitness challenges. And I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. And I've actually had people contact me, Jerry, why don't you do a fitness challenge? Like, everybody does fitness challenges, and I'm like, why don't I do them? Do you know why? Do you know what the fuck is going on? And I had a couple of conversations through email, and the people were like, I had no idea. I'm like, okay, first of all, the challenges cost you money, okay? And I've seen them anywhere from like $99 to $400 for like an 8-week to 12-week. There's like, none of them are really over 12 weeks, right? I think they're usually between 4 to 12 weeks. And they try to get as many people as they can. They leave it only open to a certain point because then we're starting the challenge. So by giving you that only a little window, it forces you to try to jump in there. And they start challenge after challenge after challenge. So the people, when they feel like there's only a limited amount of time to get in there, they drive them in there real fast, get the money, and they start the quote-unquote challenge. Then what happens is they have another challenge, then another challenge. So it's not like you did something that they're never going to do again, like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. They're going to have fucking challenges like every 8 to 10 weeks. So they're going to do them fucking multiple times throughout the year. So it's like you realistically think that this is like a one-time shot. Like that's the way that they kind of advertise it, right? So they kind of manipulate a little bit like that. Next thing you know, you pay the money and all of these things. I mean, if it's a challenge and these people are working with 50, 60, 100 people, they're not doing custom plans. They may actually tell you they're custom plans. They're not. They're cookie cutter plans. So he sends you the workouts, right? And then what they do is they want you to take a before and after picture, and you guys are going to compete, right? You're going to compete against each other. Now, some places give out prizes. Some places give out money. Some places just do it for the attention, as they'll post you on their Instagram. That's the reward that you get. But the whole while, the idea is that you're not understanding that you're not actually learning while this is going along. What you do is get there. It's like buying a book, or you know what? I shouldn't say a book, but those old like workouts you used to get like in the magazines. It would have like a little article and then the workout itself, but you really didn't understand how the fucking workout worked because they didn't really say it in the article. They just gave you the workout to follow. So they give you this workout to follow, you pay the money. And I know get people that have made in 1 year over $1 million doing these challenges. Some of them even, I love this shit, some of them will even say, here's the workout, here's the cardio, here's the diet plan. It's just like a caloric thing. Like you need 400 calories, 300, whatever it is. And then what they do is they go, this is also required for the challenge, for the results. They'll word it different ways. What they'll do is if they work for a supplement company, they then put all these supplements in your program from that supplement company and then tell you this is required of you to go buy these also. So now you spend, you know, whatever it is on the challenge itself, then you go buy the supplements on top of it. I've seen that shit too, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, there's 3 different types of L-carnitine on here. Why do you have this? Like, I'm not supposed to take one in the morning, one in the afternoon. I'm like, but it's L-carnitine. Like, it didn't make any sense, but they just follow what the person says because they believe in the person, right? But they keep you like looking all the time at what's going on over here. You're not figuring out that you're only learning what that little pieces they give you, which is not enough to do it on your own. So if you did an 8-week challenge, guess what? When the 8 weeks is over, you don't know what to fucking do. So now you're kind of left out in, well, I'm going to just try it on my own. I'm going to maintain doing what I already did. Well, what you already did is not going to work. What you did got you to that point. And they need to, even if you're going to maintain, that needs to be adjusted depending on the individual. So you can't just keep doing what's on that paper. So now what happens is you try that and you fail, and you're like, well, I don't even know what to do anymore. Like, I've tried this, I've tried that. Like, you wind up getting so scatterbrained that you do so many things that not one thing is going to work because you're doing too many things. You're trying too many things. So you go back to that individual and say, you know, I tried to maintain it myself. The 8-week challenge was awesome. You know, what do I do now? And they say, well, if you can't figure it out, I offer these options. Hire them as a trainer. And because you did the 8-week challenge, you'll get a discounted rate. And that person's so frustrated and they feel like the 8-week challenge was the beginning of their fitness journey, they wind up hiring the person. So the 8-week, 10-week, 12-week, whatever plan was literally created as a marketing ploy to actually get you to train with them later. They can do the, so what they do is they do these challenges. So we ran out of battery in the thing. We do these challenges that are basically a marketing ploy to get you to buy the training later on. So basically that's technically their marketing ploy. Or a lot of these places do the challenges, and what they do is the challenge will only teach you so much, and what they'll do is this is the New Year's challenge. So this will be like a certain workout or whatever it is. Then they'll go, we'll do the next challenge, right? So the next challenge will be the springtime get in shape for the summer challenge or the Valentine's Day challenge. It's the same fucking thing. you wind up just buying these personal training packages. But here's the deal. Not one of these fucking challenges has ever produced long-lasting, long-term results over the course of a year, 2 years, 3 years. You're not learning information that will last you long-term. It is a short-term marketing ploy to make more money. And the challenge things seem to be very popular this year. It seemed to really take off this year. I was just kind of sitting back going, what the fuck is it with these challenges? Like, they're competing at each other? Like, I don't understand what the fucking thing is. My thing is, if I want to make a change in my body, I'm changing my body for me, right? So therefore, I want to learn as much as I possibly can. So when I sit down with clients and I go through their custom training programs, every program except for my beginner's program is a custom training program, interacting with these people throughout the week during emails, explaining what the fuck is going on, explaining why we're doing what we're doing, giving them some insight. So when this 12 weeks is over, this person can go on their own and start to manipulate things on their own because they understand it better. Like, the idea is to give them knowledge, the person buying the training, give them knowledge, teach them something. I forget what that whole religious quote was. It was like, give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach him to fish, he eats for a lifetime. Well, basically what's happening, these challenges, they're just giving you some fish. They're kind of just tiding you over for a short period of time to make you think that it is a good thing. Now, don't get me wrong. Being active and losing weight and getting stronger, whatever, good things. But only doing it based on someone trying to get you to the next phase that they're going to charge you for, not a good thing. And it's all these fitness celebrities. They do like detox teas. And I'm sitting there going, what the fuck? Like, first of all, none of these people, I'm talking none of them that I've seen, has ever actually had an actual certification. So they've never actually been certified. Most of them have failed at their own fitness goals. Some of them are even out of shape now and they're doing fucking challenges for people. And I'm like, so you fail at your own goals, you've never been certified. Honestly, you know, I've never seen anything come out of you other than photoshopped pictures on fucking Instagram. And you're running challenges trying to help people with long-term goals when you've never even done it yourself. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I can't open up a mechanic shop and work on cars unless I have fucking learned how to work on cars and I can work on my own car. It's like these Instagram things that they hit you up in your DMs and they go, we would love to help you grow your Instagram. We can help you get 5 million followers. And I look at their page and they have 1,000 followers. I'm like, if you can't make your own fucking Instagram grow, why the fuck am I going to trust you? How are you going to help me if you can't help yourself? You know what I mean? So be aware, guys. These challenges are 100% fucking bullshit. I don't give a shit when anybody says the challenge thing is not teaching you long-term success. It's like the Biggest Loser and these things like this. They have proven, visiting these people over years, that they not only gain the weight back, but they gain more weight back. Why? Because they're not really learning anything. They're just doing what they're told, which is exactly what these challenges are. The long-term goal, the long-term success of these challenges are almost zero. There might be 1% of people that actually learn something from it, can apply it, and keep that weight off. It's a yo-yo rebound effect all the time that then keeps you coming back to that same trainer. People build up a relationship, a rapport, a respect. They look at the trainer as like their friend, their mentor. They become part of their life. So once they have that challenge, that 8 to 10 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever it is, they now have this view of this trainer or whatever, like they're the drill instructor, they're the leader, they're in charge, right? So therefore, when they need to know something, that's the person to go to. But realistically, the person didn't teach you anything to begin with. They just gave you some sheets to follow and send you about your way. Now, I do understand that they're like, well, Jerry, some of you win money. I have seen in 1 month, people take on for this challenge. They open it up for a month and they do 8 weeks, right? Over 500 people at $200 a fucking piece. Do the math. And then they give out $500 for first place, $250 for second place. Do the math. It's a great marketing scheme. It's absolutely a great business move, but it's not real. You're not doing something that, if you were on the up and up and say, hey, here's the deal. You can do this 8-week challenge, you're going to lose weight, but this is not really for maintaining. This is not really for learning much. It's just a short thing that you follow, and this is where it's going to be in the end. If you can figure out how to do it, cool, but more than likely, you're not going to be able to maintain this or really learn the things you need for long-term success. If that's what you're looking for, this is the program you want. And give the people the option of saying, well, fuck, this challenge thing might just be a short period thing. I'll do that and see if I even like working out. If I do like working out like that, I'll hire them for the other thing, right? Instead, you make them think that this is the one thing that's going to save them. That 8-week challenge is going to change their life, get them to drop weight. They're going to be saved. They're going to be perfect when it's done, and they're going to be able to maintain that. I know a lot of people that think that once they do the challenge, that they can just stop and maintain it. Literally go back to their old lifestyles. The people doing the challenges didn't even explain to them what you did to get there. You have to continue long term. There was literally no aftercare after the 8-week, 10-week, 12-week programs. This literally just cuts them off and say, good job, all right, guys. The next class will be starting in a month. We'll be opening up registration next week. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what if the person didn't want to do that? And they start asking questions. They don't even get emails back. They said, well, you took part in the challenge. That contained this program, this diet, this. That is the extent of what you purchased. Anything after that would have to be a different package. It's like, it's enough to fuck you up in the head to where you can't do it on your own. You don't think you can do it on your own. You don't know what to do. You're scared. You're upset that you just oh, fuck it. I need to stay on track with this. I feel so good. People are telling me how good I look. Like, for the first time in a long time, I'm on track and I feel great. And okay, fine. Here's my next thing. And I'm like, oh man, I got no problem with people out there trying to sell their products, sell their training, help people, like stuff like that. But just be on the up and up. Be upfront. If it's a custom training program, that person's program shouldn't look like anybody else's. There may be certain similarities, the way that the rotations are, or maybe certain exercises or whatever. But if you have somebody on the same exact rotation, the same exact macros, the same exact cardio, taking the same exact supplements through all of it, and even the calories are the fucking same, or you give them a thing that says you should be eating this many calories if you're this weight, it's like a thing so they figure it out. That's not custom. You're supposed to figure that shit out for them, okay? Them figuring out how many calories they should be, because I saw this one too. It was like, you should be taking in 1,200 calories, like 60% from carbs, 30% from protein, 10% from fat. And they gave it to the person. That person then had to figure out those figures. Guess what? They're coming to you because they don't understand those figures. And they're sitting there scratching their head, so they're like, I don't even know what to fucking do. They go to MyFitnessPal, punch in their weight, say they want to lose weight, and they use that instead of the formula because they don't understand it. No instructions on how to figure it out. Just hands it off to the person because it's a general cookie cutter thing. It's not a custom thing. Every person gets the same thing. And in the end, I think, honestly, I'll be 100% honest with you, at the end, people are so happy, they're so excited, they got results, they're all jazzed up, they're all like ready for the next, thing, and they're like, okay, now what do I do? And then the person doesn't email them back, and they're like, fuck, they email them, hey, I sent you a message, I'm done with your 8-week program, what would be the next steps? And then they hit you with the new market play. They go, well, we have this program that does this one. This is an extension of that one that teaches you a lot more about what we did. This one's 12 weeks for $500. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, next thing you know, the person thought they were making an investment in themselves. And that would be the one time they would have to do it, that they would learn enough to do on their own. And now they're forced to keep, not forced, but they are persuaded to keep buying these packages that are higher prices than what that one was, because it's not a cookie cutter anymore. Now it's a custom thing. They explain to you, well, that one was just an overall general thing. This is made for you, and we update it and we upgrade it. Like, this is like next level stuff. Like, this is going to make you basically like the ultimate body physique that you've ever wanted in your life. This is what we're going to do. And when that falls short because they promised big promises and the person didn't get there, there's the next package, which suddenly now, instead of $500, is $450. It's discounted $50 because you did the other one. You still only pay $200 for the fucking challenge. Now you're up to $500, $450. You've over doubled what you paid for that challenge, and you still are like, I don't even understand what the fuck I'm doing. So be aware, guys. These challenges, I don't want to say that they're a scam because technically, if you do them, you'll lose weight. But they are not a long-term success thing. 99% of people, after they get done with these challenges, not only gain the weight back, but gain more weight on top of it. And 100% of the time, the trainers that are doing these, the fucking people, shouldn't call them trainers because none of them actually really train people. They don't go in the gym and train people. They're not certified. They barely know how to train themselves, but they're online. Sorry, we're out of the room in the damn card again. So in closing, guys, they're trying to basically persuade you into doing something that the real goal is to get you to buy the bigger packages later on. And this little challenge thing is like a little marketing ploy, a little teaser, a little hook. And once they got you, they got you. And in 9 out of 10 times, it winds up being a long-term thing that you wind up spending a lot more money on than what you had previously anticipated. BioStrength@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biostrength.com is a blog. It's to watch out for the challenges bicep, and we are out.